Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website just below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us, you, should I say, on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have the Strength card. This is about you delving in. This is about you finding those guts, right? Not like your literal guts, but this is about you finding your grit, your determination. This week, Libra, I feel like you're going to be pushed through something. Now, when I say push through something, this is about you having to find the courage to go through a specific experience. And it's weird because the feeling that I get from the Strength card isn't the usual meanings. It's kind of like there's a situation that arises this week that you are going to have to meet head on. You're going to have to just kind of be there, right? You're going to have to pay attention and you're going to have to go through this. And it's kind of like you're going to have to find your grit. You're going to have to find your courage and just go through it. This is about just seeing whatever it is that comes up and finding your way to traverse that energy. For your actions and options, you have the 10 of Wands, right? So there is a move. This could have something to do with a move. Maybe for some of you, this is a change of a job. This whole week could have some sort of movement around it. There's a journey that's coming up for you. And it looks like you're going to have to really find that inner grit, find that internal energy to say, right, you know what? I'm going for it. This is where you're just going to have to launch yourself into something. And it may very well be one of those weeks where, you know, it's kind of, you've seen it coming for a long time and now all of a sudden, shit, the decision or the deciding time is here. Do you know what I mean? So it could be that moment. For your communications and conversations, you have the Hanged Man, right? So this is not a week for you to talk about it. It's not a week for you to plan about it. It's not a week for you to sit and worry and wallow and stress and strain about it. This is a week for action. You have the 10 of Wands in your actions and options. This is about what you're doing. It's about you having to just go for it. Your Hanged Man in your communications and conversations is basically saying to you, this is not a week. There's two things that you want to avoid this week. One, avoid playing the victim. Sorry, not saying that you do, but you know what I mean. One, avoid playing the victim and ask yourself that question. Where is it that I give too much? Where is it that I'm too open for other people? Where is it that I'm too accommodating for other people? Where is it that I allow too much for other people and what they think and what they feel to be more important than what I think and what I feel? And then finally, the other thing is, this is about you. It's about you taking a moment and taking a beat to say, you know what, I'm just not going to talk about it, right? This is, you know, what's that phrase that I love is, you know, don't think about it, don't talk about it, time to be about it, right? Sometimes you just got to do it rather than stopping to have a conflab and to plan and, you know, do all of that. Because by the time you've done all of that, sometimes somebody else has already done what it is that you were hoping to do and you're still in the planning stage. This is not a week for that. This is a week for you to find that courage, find that grit and just do it. Wait, whatever comes after will come after. All right. For your money and materials, you have the Tower card. And I know a lot of you are like, really, Raph? Like, really? I know you guys have had the Tower for, you know, I'm not laughing because it's funny, but I can literally picture like scores of Librans just standing there like, this bitch out here with the Tower again. Like, I am sorry, but remember, this card isn't just about catastrophe. It's not always just about hard times or difficult times. Sometimes it comes along at the right moment to shake you out of the shit that you've been doing. And trust me, I've had many Tower moments over my life, and I'm sure there will be many more. And the difference between, you know, Raph at 35 and Raph at, say, 24 is that now when I see this card, I'm like, okay, cool, something needs to change, something needs to evolve, something needs to be, maybe there's something that I'm not seeing from the perspective that I currently have. And so when you see the Tower card show up like that, it often wants to shake you out of what you think you know. It often wants to shake you out of what you think you're aware of. And it shows you a different path, right? So when it comes to your money and your finances this week, okay, wider world stage eruption. This is not a week for stocks. If you have, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you financial advice, but I think next week we are going to see something heavy happen with the stock market. So, I mean, if you were asking me what I would do, I'm not giving instruction. I'm not telling anybody what they should do. I'm not giving any financial advice. What I'm saying is, if it were me and this card reading had come up for me and I thought, okay, and I don't have stocks and shares, but if I had them, I would probably think about taking them out this week. Just saying, that's what I would do. I'm not giving any advice or anything like that. I'm just saying. But I think we're going to see something happen on the wider world stage for this. Now, so I've already given you a disclaimer. So you know what, like I said, I absolve myself of all responsibility for what I'm saying. I'm just giving what the cards are telling me, all right? For your personal financial outlook, it looks like you're coming into an understanding of what it's going to take for you to emancipate yourself. I don't know what that means to you in terms of a financial level. When it comes to your physical home, it looks like a lot of you are either planning a move, and it kind of looks like you're sick and tired of waiting. So whether this is that you're buying a place and it just seems to be dragging on and on and on, or whether you are thinking about moving and it's like this whole COVID situation, it's like, oh, do you know what? It feels like it's never going to happen. I feel like after this week, things could move very quickly for you. So just be aware of that. When it comes to your physical health, this is a week, two things that I want you to be careful with. Your lower back, I want you to be really careful with that. And your Hanged Man, I want you to be really careful with just your lower body in general this week. All right, just be really cautious of it. For your love and relations, you have the Justice card. This is great because it means that in all of your dealings with other people, when it comes to love and relations, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, this week, you are considering yourself. This week, you're saying to yourself, you know what about the me in all of these situations, whether this is, whatever the situation might be. And this is going to see you really paying attention to the commitments that you've made and how one-sided those commitments actually are. This is going to see you, this week, it could be plainly obvious to you where some sort of relationship that you have or are hoping to have are completely one-sided. And when you see that, when you really get to see it, this is amazing, because once you see that, it kind of feels like it's going to give you a new lease on life. Do you know what I mean? Because you're going to have that different perspective. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments what you think, what comes up, what you love, what you loathe. Take care, and I'll see you soon.